Faith is kindled when the heart identifies the obstacle. Now, I just love the way he responds here in verse 25. Thomas, one of the 12, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We've seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see in his hands the mark of the nails, and the place of my finger into the mark of the nails, place my hand into it, I'll never believe." Now, historically, this is why he's called Doubting Thomas. Because historically, that sentence, many people have considered Thomas's request to be demanding, disrespectful, even demeaning to the Lord. Really? You got to go put your finger in it. That's wrong. That is wrong, okay? Thomas is only asking for the same evidence the other disciples got. Look back to the passage we studied last week. When they weren't accepting Jesus' peace and they were fearful, Jesus offered, John 20:20. When he had said this, he showed them his hands and his side. Now, don't you think Thomas had heard that since now it's a week later and Jesus is coming? Don't you think the other disciples had told him what he did? Listen. He was expressing a willingness to believe based upon the same evidence given to those around him. And that's good. He said, "I'll believe. I just need to see what other people have seen. I just need the same. I just need God to show up in my life the way he's shown up in yours." And that's not unreasonable, provided you're willing to put yourself in the places where faith is built. I want you to see this as good. Faith is kindled. We're building a fire. Faith is kindled when the heart identifies the obstacle. That's what I need. I just need, God, I just need you to help me with this. Then notice this. A faith is sparked when the Lord reveals himself at our point of need. So Thomas's words at the end of verse 25 are, "I will never believe." 8 days later, don't ever say, "I will never believe." God loves to take people like that down big time. He will take you down. 8 days later, his disciples were inside again, and Thomas was with them. Although the doors were locked, they were still a little freaked out. Understandably, Jesus came and stood among them, said the same thing he'd said a week ago, "Peace be with you." Now notice this. Then he said to Thomas. So here's a room full of people, maybe like as many as in these 3 rows right here. And he's like bam, he's in the room with them. And then he's like, "Peace be with you." And then he's like, "Thomas." I mean, he knew that. I love this. Jesus isn't like, "Oh, you don't believe, huh? Oh, he's not insecure. He knows who he is. He's not like us. He's not put off by doubt. He's just like, he's got the evidence. He's not wondering. There's no magic or tricks here. He just comes right to him. Okay, we got a doubt problem. Let's deal with this. And he presents himself to Thomas. He's not put off by our doubts. I love his tenderness. The Lord reveals himself at our point of need.